Hey guys, welcome in. I was about to say good morning. It's about 1:42 p.m. where I am. So this is breaking news. Listen, the war is getting worse every single day, no matter what you're hearing from our end that things are going well. We are getting a lot of backlash from the start of this war. It's been 3 weeks now, and it doesn't look like it's about to end anytime soon. And a lot of people are thinking, yeah, this is going to end really soon because, hey, we took out their leader, but no, they are still active and they are still targeting everything they can to break our economy. So, what's going on right now is they were warned that they needed to evacuate. So, attacks on the Middle East oil and gas plants sparked fresh market turmoil today, and fears of crippling pump prices rises for UK drivers. So, UK is going to get hit way before we do with these higher prices, but I'm starting to see the prices continue, not starting, I've been seeing it for a minute, continuing to increase little by little, and sometimes not even little by little, like up to 46 cents more, up to 60 cents more, depending on where you're at in the country. So Israel launched its first major strikes on Iranian energy site, detonating immediate threats of massive retaliation on Gulf plants supplying the bulk of the world's oil and gas. Donald Trump did come out and say, for the other countries that they need to step in and help with the Hormuz Strait being reopened, which it is not. And they have said they're not going to help. You started this war, you need to come up with it. The mullahs warned neighboring states to evacuate key installations, sending the Brent crude oil prices surging as much as 6.1% to nearly 110 a barrel. Just last week, it was at $100 a barrel. Listen, it's continuing to go up, and every single time it goes up, so does our fuel prices, so does the regular and the diesel. And we need this for our supplies to be transported. Tensions were ramped further as U.S. warplanes launched a bunker buster blitz on concrete cocoon Iranian missiles silos, threatening the vital Strait of Hormuz tanker route. Global markets were first rocked overnight by Israeli airstrikes on Iran's offshore South Pars gas field, the first time of any rogue state's exploration or production sites have been hit. This will affect us, not just the gas prices, but everything that we use will go up in cost. The huge gas field is shared between Iran and Qatar, and is responsible for around 3/4 of all Iranian gas production. Doha slammed the attack, calling it dangerous and irresponsible. Qatari foreign minister said the Israeli targeting of facilities linked to Iran's South Pars field, an extension of Qatar's North Field, is a dangerous and irresponsible step amid the current military escalation in the region. So we've put more troops over there as well, you guys. I haven't heard about troops on the ground, but they are talking about taking this area the same as they did with Venezuela. So for me, that would mean you're going to end up putting troops on the ground. So thoughts and prayers go out to those troops, definitely. They say Iran has vowed to take decisive action in response to the attack, because just a few days ago, Iran came out and they said, listen, if y'all touch our energy supply, we're going to make y'all hurt even more so. Now, I don't think Iran thinks that they can win this war how we can win the war with them. So this is why the attack from the Iranian military is basically, in my opinion, to attack our economy. So closing up the Hormuz Strait, attacking these fueling stations, air bases, military bases around the country. They're gonna get us. The Iranian military said, as previously warned, If the fuel, energy, gas, and economic infrastructures of our country are attacked by the American Zionist enemy, in addition to a powerful counterattack against the enemy, we will severely strike the origin of that aggression as well. We consider targeting the fuel, energy, gas infrastructures of the countries of origin legitimate and will retaliate strongly at the earliest opportunity. Israel's army said it had hit gas stations in South Lebanon linked to Iranian-backed Hezbollah. Let's see, go over here. Thank y'all for coming in. Please hit the like.
This is some major breaking news. Things are really starting to spiral out of control in the Iranian war. Israel has just hit Iran's South Pars gas field, which is the largest natural gas field in the world. And oil has just jumped to $108 a barrel. And Iranian media is now reporting that Iran plans to retaliate by hitting Gulf energy sites in the region. What did Trump get us into?
Here is your Iran war update. Things are getting a little scarier. The U.S. has closed 2 embassies in the Middle East, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and has ordered the evacuations of citizens across the region in 14 countries. 3 days, a little too late. Why they didn't announce it on Saturday when we bombed, why they didn't announce an evacuation before the bombing, nobody knows. But now the problem is the airspace is closed. U.S. citizens cannot get out. There are approximately 300,000 U.S. Here is your Iran war.
A U.S.-owned oil tanker targeted in the Strait of Hormuz, one of several attacked by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps.
A U.S.-owned oil tanker.
The devastation caused to the vessels, which can hold up to hundreds of millions of dollars worth of crude, was clear to see. Since the start of the U.S. and Israel's war with Iran just over 2 weeks ago, 500 tankers have been struck in the Strait, one of the world's most dangerous standoffs. As Iran intensifies its attacks on its Gulf neighbors, this strike on a fuel tank at Dubai's airport saw flights suspended at one of the world's busiest transport hubs. And this major hit on a large oil storage facility in the UAE's Fujairah saw it burn out of control. Qatar also hasn't been spared, showing Tehran's determination to target global energy.
Dr. Majid, good to see you again.
We met Majid Al-Ansari, the advisor to the Qatari Prime Minister and Foreign Ministry spokesman in Doha.
Will Qatar attack Iran?
If it is war that the other party wants, if we have attacks coming into our country, we will defend ourselves.
But today, Iran is also paying a price. According to the White House, U.S. and Israeli strikes have hit more than 15,000 targets across the country.
Well, not far from where we are tonight on the Strait of Hormuz, U.S. forces targeted Iran's Karg Island this weekend, where 90% of Iranian oil passes through. The message from the White House is clear. The U.S. can and will devastate Iran's energy lifeline if it has to. Tony.
MTS.
So in doing that, what's happening is land seizure. The U.S. wants to seize this island and take over it in Iran. And I feel like we are there after seeing a few videos here and there of his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, however you say his last name. This is why we're at this war, because money is being made on the back end. And the Kushners are making that money. And, you know, he's married to Ivana. So, or Ivanka, whatever her name is. This is why we're there. This is not just about, oh, they have the ability to hit us with a nuke. No, it's money to be made. It's land to be stolen. You see what they are doing in Gaza and wanting to turn that into a strip, basically like a Vegas strip, and have the people working there that are from there. Listen, this whole thing is just sickening to see, because we are constantly losing our military men and women. while other people are enriching themselves. So I just wanted to share this with you guys and let you all know that we need to be preparing. We need to be planning. We need to be stocking up on the things that we use on a regular, because all of those things are going to go up in price. Food prices are going to continue to rise. Fuel prices are going to rise. And they're rising because these companies are paying out of the pocket, and they want their money back, and it's going to come from us. So we paying for the war, and we paying for what happens because of the war. So y'all take care. Y'all stay safe. I'll see y'all in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, share this video out, and leave your comments down below. Thank y'all again for coming in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know the screen keeps freezing. I can't do nothing about StreamYard. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but hopefully the message will still get through. Bye, y'all.